Hello and welcome to my Hackintosh demonstration. Here we see a quad-core Intel Mac running 3 GB of DDR2 RAM, an nVidia GeForce 9500 GT graphics card with HDMI, DVI and VGA. We've got an LG DVD-CD rewriter, an 80 GB IDE hard drive with Windows Vista, dual booting 250 GB SATA hard drive with OS X Snow Leopard on version 6.7, the Gigabyte Rocket 2 AMD and LGA 775 cooler and heatsink. That's got a separate fan speed control, which is actually on the front right there, and there's the LG in a beautiful case. It's a bit tacky, but for all intents and purposes, 500 watt power supply and running wireless G on a wireless card. Just plug that in and it worked, no hacking required. Obviously we've got an MSI G31TM P35 motherboard, onboard VGA, USB 2, I can't remember if it's 5.1 or 7.1, you might be able to tell from the audio ports there. It also does PS2 in case you've got some old PS2 equipment you want to chuck in there. There's the back of the graphics card with the HDMI sticking out of it. Just a couple of holes because I haven't got enough spacers. You can see the board in there, the MSI board, looking all beautiful. Probably took me about a week and a half in hours just to put this together, and here we have it on my 50-inch LCD TV, version 10.6.7, running a 2.5 GHz quad-core Intel processor. I believe it says Xeon because that's what Macs generally use, and it says DDR3 instead of DDR2. These can be changed with OS X86 tools. I don't really see the point. I know what it is, you've been told what it is. I don't see a problem with that. I'm actually telling you it's not as good as it says it is, so why not believe me? Obviously you've got the dock, everyone knows what the dock does. Sorry about the light from my phone, but it's the only way it'll show up properly. Everything's working, got 2 drives. The Hackintosh drive is a 250 GB SATA and untitled. For some reason the NTFS drive, the 80 GB IDE, does not show the title given to it in Mac OS X. I have, however, hacked it to give it native read and write functionality in OS X, so you can copy stuff to and from Vista. Unfortunately in Vista I don't believe there's a way to do the same for the Hackintosh drive, but you can still move stuff over and reboot if you need to. If we go into more information, here we have a bit of flicker obviously because it's running on a 1080p Full HD TV. You can see it's Mac Pro 4, processor speed, total number of cores 4, which is what we like to see, 3 gig of memory. That's all we need to see there. I'll just put it on graphics and display. So you can see graphics and display connector, which is the onboard one, no display connected as we saw earlier. LG TV, so it's actually picked up what's plugged into the into the HDMI drive, giving you the resolution. I can change that resolution while we're here by going into preferences and displays. It's actually set on 1080i at the moment at 50Hz PAL. Let's change that to 1080p. There we go. 60Hz. Look at that, it's a thing of beauty. Obviously it's 1080p, 60Hz NTSC. Whenever you plug in a new display, it picks it up. I haven't got any other TVs close by I can show you this on. There's one in the other room, but that's a bit too far away. I'd have to unplug stuff and move it around. But I'm sure you get the idea. If we go into sound, you can see that it's picked up the SP diff out, which is used to pass sound through the HDMI port using a cable connected from the SP diff out on the motherboard to the SP diff in on the graphics card. We can open this, we can play music.